name is Toastmaster Frank Buck. The objective of Toastmaster Schneyer's speech is to persuade listeners to adopt his point of view or idea to take some action, appeal to the audience's interest, use logic and emotion to support your position, avoid using notes. The time for his speech is 5 to 7 minutes. So at 5 minutes, the green will come on, at 6, the yellow, and at 7, the red. And he will have 30 seconds to wrap up. Our next speaker is Toastmaster John Schneyer. John has been a Toastmaster for 5 years. He is our VP of Education and is working on completing the Competent Communicator manual. John has been polishing his skills to improve his business presentation. With so much talk about going green in the press these days, it can be a little overwhelming and confusing about just what is and what is not. And why should we care? John is going to give us his perspective on going green and how we can be greener in his speech titled, Green. We've heard the talk. It's time to walk the walk. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Toastmaster John Schneyer.
Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and most welcome guests. To be or not to be? That is the question. With all due respect to William Shakespeare, these eloquent words are just so. When we're talking about going green, being more environmentally sensitive, to be or not to be is not the question. The question is, how green do we choose to be? And what will we do to accomplish it? And what will we spend? Tell me, which of these rectangles is green? Does anyone know?
All of them except the white one.
Yes, they're all green. These are all green. Just like the color spectrum has many shades of green, so does the environmental spectrum, many shades of green. I took a survey that some of you participated in about going green over the internet. Biggest thing I found out was more than half of people responding were willing to do greener things if it cost them nothing and only required minor changes to their lifestyle. My challenge? Find some things that you can do to be greener without costing you anything and without upsetting today's lifestyle. So, let's talk about plastic. I'm hoping most of you are familiar with these plastic bags that we get at the grocery stores these days. And you've probably heard, paper or plastic, paper or plastic, paper or plastic, and it can be confusing. Did you know that 89 billion of these bags are used in the United States every year? I didn't know that. That was a surprise to me. Did you know that only 12% of these are recycled? And here's the real shocker for me. It takes 91% less energy to recycle 1 pound of plastic than it takes to recycle 1 pound of paper. So there's a lot of opportunity for us. Did you know that you can recycle these at Publix? Was everybody aware of that?
Yes.
The little bins over there? Great. Did you know this? The plastic wrap on your paper towels can be recycled along with these. Just put them inside. So too, the plastic packaging on toilet paper. I didn't know this until I did some research. The plastic from your dry cleaning and that little bag that your newspaper comes in are all recyclable. Just put them in there. While we're on the subject of Publix, packaged fruit and vegetables? Or the meat that comes in the tray? I didn't know you could recycle this stuff. You can take this to Publix, and in the bin right next to this one, you can recycle these things. All you have to do is want to do it. You know what it costs you to do this, people? Zero. Exactly what most of you were looking for. Lifestyle change? I think you'd agree, pretty minimal, right? Now, why would we want to follow all this? Well, we've heard a lot of things on the news about global warming, water supplies getting poorer. In fact, not just the quality, the availability of water is becoming a big challenge. Landfills are filling up. We have to build another landfill. You know where it's going to hit you? Well, it's on this side. Right in the wall. Because we've got to move the trash away from the landfill. Anybody know what this looks like when it's in the ocean to a sea turtle? This looks like a jellyfish. Sea turtles eat jellyfish. When sea turtles eat these, it's not pretty. It's caught up in their intestines, and they die a very miserable death. This is a reason to care. Now, there are many different things you can do just to be a little bit greener. And if you don't like plastic, hey, I can do like David Letterman. He normally does 10. I got a list of 5. Oh, that's me. Number 5. Set your printer to default to print on both sides of the paper. Save your money, save paper. Good for your wallet, good for the environment. Anybody drink any of these? I'm not going to tell you to stop. Take one of these when you're done with it, though. Refill it with water or stand. Put the lid on it. Pick up the tank from your toilet and put this inside. Every time you flush the toilet, 1 pint less water will be used to flush your toilet. If you can fit 2 and it doesn't affect the flow of water, you'll save a quart every time you flush that toilet. Think about that going up to the days, the weeks, and the years. Use lower wattage light bulbs. Everybody talks about the fluorescent, the carbon, the CFR. Hey, replace this light bulb. If it's 100 watts, put it in a 75. If it's still too bright, bring it down to a 60. Every change in wattage saves you money. Good for you, good for the environment, saving you money. Number 2, leave your grass clippings on the lawn. They'll decay and feed your lawn. Whoa, free lawn food and fertilizer. Right back into your lawn. The number 1 thing, and I don't know how many of you grew up with my father, but I bet you all did. Turn off the light when you leave the room. You're greener. When you do that, just turn off the light. My challenge for you, how many of those things that I just said are really easy? How many of them will cost you money to do them? Pick 1, pick 2. Let me know what you do. My call to you is just be a little greener. To be greener, be a little greener. Both are good. Toastmaster?